Andrea. Thank you for agreeing to do this video with us so that we can show parents and professionals the impact of person-centred planning. Do you want to first of all introduce yourself and say a little bit about your daughter?
Yes, I've got a little girl, Isabel, who's 8 years old. When she was born, she had congenital cataracts. She was 5 weeks premature, and she was operated on both eyes before her due date. When she was 6 months old, we found out she had cerebral palsy and global developmental delay. And at this stage, nobody knew the outcome. We were told she wouldn't talk and wouldn't walk. When she was 1, she also developed epilepsy, a form of infantile spasms type epilepsy, which is extremely difficult to control. And at the early stages of her life, we were probably seeing 14 different people to do with her care. But as I say, she's now 8, and you wouldn't recognise her from how they described her in the early days. She's now walking over most places, still needs a chair for distances, chattering, brilliant smile, brilliant personality, and very, very determined in what she does.
So Izzy has made a tremendous progress in her journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit how you have used a person-centred approach with your daughter?
She was about 4, and I went on Families Leading Planning course to learn a bit more about person-centred tools. And I went on to produce a 1-page profile for her and a full plan.
Okay, so can you tell me what particular tools have you used to develop the 1-page profile and the plan?
The 1-page profile, I used the Like and Admire tool, the Important To and Important For tools. Yeah. And for the plan, I used those same 3 again, the Like and Admire, Important To and Important For, along with communication charts and the Working and Not Working tool.
Okay, so tell me about one of those tools. Which tool would you say has been the most useful to you?
Well, to be honest, they're all as important as each other and they're all as useful as each other. But I think the one that stands out is the Important To and Important For, because that's the crucial part that gives people a picture of, as long as, well, I say they're all important, but that gives the people reading it an insight into what she must have in her life and how best to support her to achieve her potential and care for her and look after her.
So that's the most important one. What about how do professionals react when you share your plan or your 1-page profile with them?
I've had various reactions on both sides of the scale really, but predominantly they're really pleased to see it. It helps them, they don't have to keep asking the same questions, and as a parent you don't feel like you're on a treadmill repeating yourself time and time again every time you see someone new. They can read the document and they get a real insight into that child. They're not just a name with a label or a diagnosis, they're a person in their own right, and that gives them a good idea of who they are. You can also include all their medical information as well, so if it's a professional who you've not seen before, they can see what they're already on, the dosage they're already on, things like that.
So Andrea, can you give me an example of a particular service who have really welcomed your 1-page profile and your person-centred plan?
As I said before, most of the people who I've presented it to have been really pleased and welcomed it because it helps them immensely. But I would probably say the inclusion service within social services, apart from Warwickshire Council, they've been able to use the plan and see from that how much support Isabel needs on a day-to-day basis, and that has in turn enabled them to provide the right package to our family in terms of direct payments and things like that.
So that's helped you actually access the services that you need to support your family?
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say to other parents and professionals who are thinking about adopting a person-centred approach?
I would say it's definitely the way forward. It'll help them immensely to get the most information they could possibly wish to obtain and really get to know a person.
Okay.
I would say go for it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fiona.
Okay.